Yes, it is the Austin Holloman version of the Super Mario Bro music. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, so far, it's early in the day in Central Time, so we don't have that many people watching right now. But we got a decent, loyal, 50 people. When I'm seeing 50 people. And then we got on Instagram. My Instagram is on fire right now, y'all. So if y'all see me posting a lot, it's because I'm striking the iron while it's hot. The Instagram is only at 11 people. Instagram is always a flop, but YouTube is my loyal support. I just got a gift in the mail today. Again, I just got a gift in the mail. Now, I won't tell, but I will say this. The Yeah, I'm gonna go live on TikTok too. Bolivia, let me tell you guys this. Jason and I went to basically a province, an hour outside of Santa Cruz. We wanted to go to the national park. The national park was a total of about 5 hours away. The other one was about 4 hours. One was about 3.5 hours. They have a lot of national parks nearby. We didn't expect for it to be that long, so we didn't get around to that. But I will tell you this. We did go to a province, and the people in the province, yeah, I've gained like 14 or 1,500 followers on Instagram since yesterday. No, maybe around 900. No, it's about 1,100 followers since yesterday. So I'm posting more because I need to keep the momentum. If I can hit 50K on Instagram for the week is up, that'd be great. Now, we went to this province, and let me tell you something. The people in this side of South America, Chile, not so much Chile. Let's just say Bolivia and some parts of Chile that I've seen. The people look like they are from Southeast Asia. I'm telling you, they literally look. I don't know if they crossed over. Like people say, they crossed over the Alaskan little bridge that connects Russia to Alaska. I mean, I guess that's the best explanation, but they have some Southeast Asian, Indonesian in their blood. The same way how the Malagasy people of Madagascar have Indonesian in their blood. We went over here just an hour outside of the city, just an hour outside of the city, and literally the entire vibe is different. The people are way, way, way friendlier. Today, I did not. We were probably in that province maybe 3 or 4 hours. I did not run into one rude person while we were there. People actually seemed like they went out their way to speak to us, and they did not look at us like we were crazy. I mean, they looked at us. I guess you could say they looked at me, Jason too, because we didn't see many white people. We didn't see any black people, but we didn't see any white people. Here in Santa Cruz, we're seeing white people, and the indigenous mix and the just straight indigenous people. But Jason could blend in here in Bolivia and in Paraguay. Where we were just at, he couldn't blend in. They would know he was a foreigner. But we went over there, and people were literally looking at us like, "Oh, like where? Who is this guy? Like where?" They were, but it wasn't like in a what the hell are you doing here? It's just like a kind of like in the Philippines where I said there was like, "Oh, look at that! Like what's that?" So I had a bunch of by the time the high school students got out of high school today, a bunch of students just came by and was like, "Hey, let me take a picture with you. Let me take a picture." So I took pictures with maybe 3 or 4 groups of kids, and they even asked for my autograph. They don't know I'm a YouTuber or nothing like that. They just asked my autograph. They would just look at me and say, "Oh, can we take a photo?" Now I'm not saying I want that in Santa Cruz. I'm just saying the vibe is completely different. The vibe in Santa Cruz, like I just went to a steakhouse down the street just to eat really quick before I got on live. And literally, when I walked in, they're looking at me like they don't know what to do. Like they're looking at me like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And it's kind of awkward for it to be a big city and it's like that. But we went to a small province that was like super poor, and they had no like weirdness about them. I think the people here in the city of Santa Cruz is kind of weird. Not everybody, but it's very weird. He said, not only are you starting to like Bolivia, you're starting to like white girls. Be honest. I never said that. It's not. I like all women. It's not that I dislike white girls. I just right now at this point of research, where the research is at, the research. Let me tell you where the research is at. The research is in South America. We started in the south of South America in Buenos Aires, then Montevideo, then Asuncion, Paraguay, then Santiago, Chile, and now Bolivia. All those places pretty much are dominated by a mestiza or a white population. So I am forced to show you white women. If you guys wanted me to go on a, like if I was in Buenos Aires, if I was in Argentina and I wanted to find the black women that's there, because they are there, right? I would go on a fucking hunt. Which that's cool. Y'all gotta donate to the Cash App if y'all want me hunting for that, because that's a lot of effort. And I don't even know how to start doing that. Now, uh, I go on a hunt, and if I want, I seen like 3 or 4 black people, black women in Buenos Aires. In Montevideo, I probably seen 3, maybe 4 black people, black women, and I don't think I seen any black men. If so, 1. In Asuncion, Paraguay, I could go a week or 2 without seeing somebody black. About a week or 2 on average. Chile, I seen a lot of black people, a lot of black people that were for immigrants to Chile. I went to Bolivia, and the people here aren't necessarily black. They're just like indigenous, and they just have the same skin color or darker as me. To me, that's not black. I mean, we all have our own definitions. I'm from the United States, so we might like black is not the same in Brazil as it is in the United States. Like it's just not. Like the way how they identify black is different than they do uh, back in the United States. Like I've been with women in Brazil that most people in the United States would look at them and think they were like a mestiza Mexican, and she was like, "No, I'm a black woman too," and I'm like, "No, the fuck you're not. Like, who the hell is telling you you're black? I don't see. You don't even have any black features." But here in Bolivia, they say I have met some actual black people that look like they have African descent, but for the most part, I'm seeing white people, mestizas, and people that look like they could be from Indonesia. Is what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm hunting and doing research. Well, that's what we're doing. This, whether people believe it or not, this is actually research. For example, the research on Bolivia was like for the know-it-alls, it's like, oh, it's because you're Spanish bad. Oh, it's because you're black. Oh, it's because you got the camera out. Oh, it's because you're too aggressive. Well, my Spanish is the same. I'm black. I had the camera out, but I went to a different city an hour away, and the people behaved completely different. So is it me, or is it what I'm around? This is the same argument when I was talking about women in the United States. When I said, "Oh, like it's the women in the United States that's it's not me, it's the women in the United States." How is it that I went to Brazil and I got a completely different result? And people will double back with, "Oh, you got to work on yourself. You got to it's this troubleshooting ass motherfuckers, motherfuckers that love to troubleshoot. They was trying to troubleshoot my shit. They tried to troubleshoot my shit. So they trying to troubleshoot. And here I done been to 20 countries now, and there's literally just 2 places that are like the United States, and that was like Ghana, and it wasn't as bad, but that was like Ghana in the United States. Everywhere else I've been, I've had a completely different experience dating. So the same thing applies with this. It's not the fucking camera. You think I've been to 20 countries in like 40 cities and I wouldn't have caught on that, oh, a camera might make somebody behave differently. Duh, dumbass. You didn't think I knew that? So I'm telling you, guys, don't believe these people that try to make it seem like you're crazy, like, oh, it's you, it's you. There's different cultures, and your personality does not fit every culture. Like my personality does not fit that fake ass, fraud ass culture we got in the United States. I can't fit in there. All that bullshit y'all over there doing and all that, I can't do that. I don't fit. I'm a foreigner in the United States. I don't fit in. But elsewhere, other places like Nairobi, like Brazil, those places, I do fit in. That's why I'm so strict on my argument whenever people say, "Oh, it's you." Dude, I've been again, Austin Holloman. This is not 2022, October 2022 Austin Holloman that have only been to 2 countries. I've been to 10 times that. I've been to 20 countries now. I've been to a lot of places, and it's not really much you can tell me anymore. Like I'm always open-minded and willing to listen. But I've been too many places for you to feel like you can still put basic arguments up against me. So there's not no. Now we he said, what happened in Ghana? Why was your experience so different? Well, at least in Accra, people told me, oh, you got to get outside of Accra. But as far as I knew, outside of Accra, the rest of it was just like a bunch of villages. It wasn't like a lot of big cities. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Accra felt like being in Atlanta and just in West Africa. Like the people look the same that you would see in because they had to that had to be exactly where 100% of the slaves in the United States came from because those people in Ghana, when they were talking, I thought that they would be speaking English, but they weren't. Of course, they knew English, but when they talked amongst themselves, I was wondering, like, why aren't they speaking English? But they looked exactly like us. The same looking people doing the exact same thing that I've seen in the United States. So, yeah. But so if now that we've traveled around Bolivia, not around Bolivia, but now that we've gotten outside of this area, we've been traveling around the city. But now that we've gotten outside the area, I would tell you guys, if you guys still decide to come here, I'm never going to tell you not to go anywhere. But if you still decide to come here, you may have a better shot going just doing touristy things. Like today, we walked off. We went to the province, and then we went all the way down to this river, and we went on the little Indiana Jones, the bridge that sways back and forth to the point where it feels like it'll flip over. We went on that. We took some photos. We ate some local lunch for like $1.45, and it was a lot of food. It was a lot of food for $1.45. You could do that. You could do that, but I'm not going to tell you to do that because you would get bored in that city like after one day. You know what it was like? It was like when Floyd and I went to the Philippines, and we went to that province that had all the people that was like, "Oh, why are you so handsome?" They're laughing and giggling at us. You know, for the first 2-3 days, they was like, "Oh, this is fun. This is fun." Then I'm like, "Okay, let's get the fuck out of here." Like it's not. They didn't even have a movie theater. They didn't have a movie theater. That was like, no, I never. I would deal with whatever big. I would deal with whatever problems a big city brings before I live somewhere like that. So never, yeah, but that's what the vibe was like over there. So it was cool to be able to see that. But yeah, again, I'm not gonna tell you to do that. So I was recently sold some fake cigars here in Bolivia. Not these I got right now. Not the ones I had in my vlog. That guy had real cigars, but we bought some, and whenever you would light them, the cigar wouldn't stay lit. So I did some research, and I came to the conclusion that I think we were smoking a fucking banana leaf, and that's why it was too moist and it wouldn't burn. It wasn't dry enough to burn. Anonymous asks, "Are we going to the club this evening?" Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I just woke up from a nap, so maybe so. But I will tell you this: we went out. Jason influenced me to go out last night because at first I was like, "Nah, I'm not doing nothing. It's a waste of time here." We went out last night. It wasn't a waste of time, but nothing happened. There was still a lot of beautiful chicks at this place. The one day I didn't bring my camera, there was a lot of beautiful chicks, but nothing happened. Like nothing happened. And no, I'm not going to Colombia Monday. Monday I'm going back to Paraguay, and I'll be in Paraguay for like 3 days, 4 days, and then I'm going to Colombia. I'll be in Medellin for about a week, and then I'm headed to Cali, and then we're gonna head to Peru, and then we're gonna head to Guatemala, not Guatemala, Panama. After that, I tell you what, I'm really ready to get to is the DR. Yeah, they have fake cigars. Like they look, I think they only do it with Cubans, but they looked exactly the same. But it's a giveaway because the smell is similar. But if you smoked enough cigars, you know what the smell smells like before you light it. It has a different smell. But it wouldn't stay lit. I kept having to constantly light it, light it, light it, light it. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong? I've never had to light cigars like this. She said, come to Bogota. Who is Juliet Lopez? Yeah, I'm skipping Ecuador. I don't have time for unnecessary bullshit that they got going on. Foreign only. Floyd said $5 for keep up the great work. Thank you very much. You keep up the great work as well yourself, sir. Uh, I'm trying to get started on getting my residency in Paraguay so I can get a second passport. I want to have a second passport in Paraguay and Kenya. I think those would be the two easiest. I need one for Africa so I can travel around Africa and not have to pay $200 to get into places like Angola. And then I need one for South America just to have, and so I can travel around South America without a visa. Because you need a visa to get into Bolivia. As an American, you need a visa to get into Venezuela. Maybe so Brazil if they ever follow through with it. And then you need one to get into I believe the three countries in the Northeast: Guyana, French Guyana, and Suriname. And yeah, I don't. It makes it a lot easier, and it gives you more flexibility when you have dual citizenship and stuff like that. So this is commercial time. If you guys have not already downloaded the free Digital Nomad Starter Kit, what is the free Digital Nomad Starter Kit? It is a kit, a PDF. Is 6 PDF documents that is educating you and giving you opportunities to do exactly what I do, which is live abroad and never go back home. I'm never going back home. I haven't been home in 16 months. I'm not going back home. There's a job list with 300 job opportunities. I teach you guys about establishing yourself in places like Paraguay, countries that I think you should consider living in. Everything you would need to know to start, and a travel kit and all that stuff. Everything you would need to know to start your journey on living abroad or just traveling abroad. I put it all in there. I'm going to put the link to it in the chat. What you need to do is click this link that I'm going to put in the chat, download it. You'll get an email, and from there, I will email you more things that I think fit your needs to live abroad. Like if you're interested in living in Chile, I wrote a memoir about Chile. I did a document about the benefits of living in Chile. I've done vlogs on Chile. Chile is a shit, let me tell you that. So I did that. And yes, you can get residency pretty quick in Paraguay. It's a few countries like that. But yeah. So plans for the rest of the Bolivia trip. What are the plans? I will let you guys know today I am not really complaining about Bolivia right now. Uh, but the vlog that will be up tomorrow, I will be complaining because I recorded that 2 or 3 days ago. So just go with the flow. If you're watching this live, you know I'm probably it's gotten better, but go with the flow. We got somebody to just download the Digital Nomad Starter Kit. Remember, it's absolutely free. Thank you very much for downloading. So from there, somebody said, "Glad you found a lady." we're not talking anymore. It was so fast. It was so fast. It was so fast. But what was I talking about? Yeah, it was so fast. It was so fast, so fast. No. No, she couldn't be on the show. He said that was quick. He said, I pre ordered the Chile memoir. How do I download the audiobook? For some reason, I don't think that it's going around updating everybody after I already uploaded it. Let me try to upload it again and we'll see if because we had a few people already pre order it. And I need you guys to read a book and leave a review. Tell me something new. He says, sounds like a real woman. It sounds like you don't know what the hell you talking about. That's what it sounds like. I'm getting sick of y'all with this bullshit. You want to know what y'all said whenever I was in Ghana and I was being bullshitted? And y'all gonna say, oh, Marlo sounds like a real woman. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. Matter of fact, these people that leave comments like that, y'all don't never know what y'all talking about. Y'all don't never know what y'all thought Kesa. Y'all thought Kesa was the shit. Y'all thought Kate was the shit. I don't know why y'all thought Janet Jackson was the shit. Yeah, so I'm looking at the Chile memoir. For some reason, it says nobody. Oh no, yeah, it says nobody has downloaded, so people aren't able to download it on my store. Let me add it again. This is bullshit. Fuck. So I'm gonna upload it again. He said Marlo was fired. Well, if you feel that way, if you feel that way, feel that way. How much do I charge for an interview? If you're talking about an interview for your YouTube channel, uh, it's a different price than what it is for a consultation. A consultation is $150 an hour, $100 for 30 minutes. If you bought the travel guide, the value of the travel guide that you bought, you get a discount on. She could still be interviewed about the dating in the court. We're still cool. We just not. We just not talking. A YouTube interview. I believe it's not. It's not cheap. Let me check on my website because I don't want to say the wrong price. Yeah, interview collaboration request 2 hours, $500. If you want to do a 1 hour interview, we can cut it in half, 250. Why does it cost that? Because whenever whenever I was in Africa, I was getting interviewed and I was pretty much getting taken through the ringer. And I was like, yes, if people are gonna bullshit me and do waste my time, they're gonna have to pay me for it. Now, somebody says she friend zone me. Nah, I don't get friend zone. I ain't been friend zone in years. Interview her, then she can discuss the perceived coldness of the country, dating, courtship, etc. That would be great. I'll hit her up after this. The DR is still dope away from the overrun spots. I could imagine. Whenever I get to the DR, we'll do that. I gotta go to the DR because they got some super beautiful women there. He said that guy from Ghana got over. Uh, he did get a lot out of interviewing me, but I didn't mind interviewing with him because number one, I wasn't doing anything in Ghana. Number two, he made good content. Like his interview questions, I wouldn't call it getting over because I felt like I was benefiting, you know, just because of my portfolio. Some people that were interviewing me in Africa, I'm like, Jesus Christ, you fucking suck at this. You do not know how to interview. Ask me some hard questions. Ask me something I can actually elaborate on. That guy in Ghana did a good job. So I'm also one thing I have in the works that Jason was telling me that I should do. He was like, you should start a dating course, like a course like how the dating coaches do. Because he's been hanging around me and he's seen me approach women, talk to women, and there's certain things that he said that I do that a lot of dudes don't know how to do, and they would pay and they would love to learn. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spend the next 2-3 months literally just writing down. I'm gonna spend like 2-3 days just out. Like after this live show, I'm about to outline step by step that entire course. I'm gonna spend like a whole week just going back, adding little things so I don't forget anything, and then I'll spend like a month recording it, and then I wait and see if I can think of anything new. He blocked 50 people last night. Damn. So my Tinder, he said, can't believe you don't want to come back home. Hell no. What's the best city in South America for white men? Any city? You gotta remember, South America was colonized by white men. So there's like a subconscious persona of status and all that people subconsciously have. So it's in my opinion, anywhere. Well, see, here's the thing. Yes, I'm that confident in my results. I'm unfucking defeated. I'm unfucking defeated. I'm undefeated. Undefeated. There's nobody that can code approach better than me. There's nobody that can code approach better than me. You guys see me on camera. I'm talking about in real life. Nobody's colder than me. Nobody can flirt better than me. Nobody can escalate better than me. Nobody can touch at the right time better than me. I mean, I've been doing this shit since I was 15. Nobody's fucking with me. Nobody's fucking with me. Nobody's fucking with me. Bottom line. Ain't none of you motherfuckers in the chat fucking with me. Y'all wish y'all could flirt like me. Y'all wish y'all could approach like me. Y'all wish y'all could escalate like me. Y'all wish. So when I come out with this course, I'm gonna need y'all to show some appreciation and get the course. If you on Patreon, I'm gonna give you a sample, but a lot of y'all not ready for this shit. Y'all ain't fucking with me. Y'all can't approach better than me. He said stay humble. I'm not being cocky. I'm just telling y'all what it is. Y'all not fucking with me. Thanks, Gavin. See, I'm not gonna put all my good game on camera. I'm just not gonna do it. I don't need y'all stealing my shit. I could flirt in 2 languages. It's not the cigar. Y'all just not fucking with me. Y'all are funny. Man, if y'all feel like y'all got nah, well, this ain't about game. You don't need game. You don't need like a lot of stuff that dating coaches talk about overseas. You don't. But like the stuff that I want to talk about my dating course will be stuff that you need worldwide, but some dudes just don't know. Like some dudes don't know when to ask a woman for her number after he approaches her, which is crazy. But some dudes don't know that. I've seen it. I've seen some dudes just text, and then she stops responding because you think it's better that you get to know her through text when really you should be texting her to set up a date and then get to know her on the date, not through text. She has 1,000 dudes, but some dudes don't know that. It's Saturday at 5:05 p.m. here. You could pull up on me. You could pull up. We could pull up in a Portuguese speaking country, English speaking country, Spanish speaking country. I'm gonna outdo you anywhere. And it's not because my looks, it's my aura, god damn it. I got women that work at the airport. I got women that work at the restaurant, the Mac store, sushi restaurant, you name it. Any more where that came from? Now look at this. Dudes talking about I'm gonna meet you in the DR. So you talking about you gonna try to show out on me in a pay for play zone. That's what you talking about. No, let's meet. Let's meet somewhere where you got to actually have some skill. Let's talk about where you guys to have some skill. See, anybody can't just go to Santiago or Montevideo or Salvador Bahia and show their ass. They just can't. That's why y'all go to the same places because y'all not fucking with me. That's why. That's why I'm over here and that's why y'all over there. It's not because of the cost. It's not because of the flight hours. It's because y'all ain't fucking with me. Yes, I'm bragging on my mouthpiece. My mouthpiece should have a fucking Oscar award. My mouthpiece is the reason why I got 90,000 subscribers. My mouthpiece is the reason why I was on CNN. Me. That being said, y'all let me know when y'all want to do the first round. We could pull up in Santiago. We could pull up in Santiago. And when we get to Santiago, y'all don't want to go to Santiago. I'm going to the difficult places. So if I could get something in every difficult place, I know you ain't gonna get shit. Thank you for buying the Nairobi travel guide from the man that's in Orlando. I won't say your name. Yeah, they don't see the thing. The thing is, people like don't blow up the spot, don't blow up Chile. Oh, by the way, I put that video on Instagram. The girl that this girl, I put that girl on Instagram a couple days ago, and it took like 2 days for the algorithm to pick it up. And now out of nowhere, my shit was just blowing up. So now that video has 6,491 likes and 285,000 views since yesterday. So that video is basically going viral. So I'm biting on the opportunity. So I posted another video. That video got 73,000 views since last night, like less than 24 hours. I'm gonna keep posting shit. We gonna because we gonna get these. My followers are now 17,700, and yesterday I was at 1,600. 1600, 16,000, no, 16,200. So I gained 1,500 followers since yesterday. So I'm gonna keep posting. So back to y'all. I'm back on y'all ass. We can go back to Santiago where I had to write a book about how much bullshitting they had going on. Cause they was bullshitting in Santiago. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is on Instagram. And I'm doing it with minimal Spanish. Some shit you wish you could do, but you can't. That's why you in the DR in Sasua. That's why y'all in Medellin, cause y'all not ready for the big dogs yet. He said you ain't showing them cooking for you. Well, the reason why I don't show them cooking for me is because I'm a tourist. So I just tell them like, hey, look, I ain't gonna put all that pressure on you like that. So I ain't gonna put all that pressure on you like that. Now, but Sasua does have some nice women. I will say that. I seen them. He said Chile is the spot. Chile is the spot. I'm going back to Chile. Like if I did not have to go do this passport bro documentary in Colombia, I might go straight back from Colombia back to Chile, back to two more cities in Chile, because Chile was a vibe. It was expensive, yes, but it was a vibe. Chile was the shit. It was sophisticated. There was beautiful women everywhere. Everything worked. It was expensive compared to other countries, but it was still affordable. The food was amazing. The weather was great. Only downside is it's gonna get cold there. Like it was even cool at nighttime there. It wasn't cold, but it was cool. So I'm pretty sure. But what you talking about? $150 donation. It was just cool, you know. You hit anything in Bolivia, my bro? Yes, you know that. You know that. If I was to settle down anywhere, it wouldn't be in Bolivia. It would be in Chile. Like I've gotten some action. Like this was nowhere near a dry trip, but it just the amount of trouble I had to go to get that research for you guys was ridiculous. Hot luxury travel spots. Elaborate on what you mean by that. Some people, it's some people from some white people from England. I think I'm the only black person that's going to be in the documentary. I think so. I might be wrong. But they're doing that. If it wasn't for them, I would go from Bolivia straight back to Chile, and I would do Viña del Mar and like San Pedro and maybe another city, and then I would finish the rest of South America. If I wasn't a YouTuber, I'd still be over there. So yeah, thank you, Key Bank. He said we appreciate the research, dog. Yeah, I'm glad you appreciate it because I told you guys I'm doing the hard stuff. So that way, if somebody wants to figure out, hey, what kind of action am I gonna get in Santa Cruz, Bolivia? It's here. It's not a lot of it. It's here though. So that's already a bad sign. It's not a lot. My advice to you guys is you need to go somewhere where there is a lot of beautiful women because I'm Austin Holloman. I've been to many places where there are many beautiful women. And that put me in an abundance mindset where I'm not so thirsty. Since I've been in Santiago, I ain't gonna lie, that thirst, that Dallas thirst came back. That same thirst I had when I was in Dallas came back. It came back. Not as bad, but it came back. And I'm like, yeah, this ain't right. So that's the first strike. Uh, Second is in Santa Cruz, they are not that friendly. And they kind of tiptoe around the dates, you know? So it's not, I would, if we had to pick between dating in Santa Cruz versus Santiago, I would tell you Santiago every day, any day. Santiago is more expensive, but I'm telling you, I would tell you guys to go to Santiago. Take my word for it. But do what you want, but take my word for it. Was I saying I was getting desperate? No. I would check out before I get desperate. I'll just check out and just start working and doing live streams before I get desperate. No, I just noticed myself because when I was in the other Latin American countries, there were so many beautiful women. If I seen one, I would just be like, "Oh, let me go talk to her," or I wait to the next one. I don't feel like it. Here it's like, "Ooh, like oh, like it's like a hungry lion looking at a gazelle. Like, oh, there goes another one. Let me go get this one." Like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't like feeling like that. Uh, how much is it for meetups? To meet up with me, I told you guys if you guys want to meet with me for the weekend and we hang out, you be in the vlogs. You don't have to, but you be in the vlogs. We could boost your social media, whatever you want to do. Just no gay shit. Whatever you want to do, we could do that. But the fee is $1,000, and we've already had people that have paid it, so I'm stiff on that. Now, if you want to reduce it from being instead of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you want to do just Friday, Saturday, or just Friday, book a consultation and we could the meetup consultation, we could talk about the price for 1 day or 2 days. He said $1,000. What the fuck? Yes, yes. $1,000 to be around the coldest, to be around the coldest cold approacher, to be around the this guy. I already told you. See, y'all know. See, it's not the price that's the problem. It's the fact that you're gonna pay that price, and he said to lose your girl in 24 hours. You're gonna pay that price, and you're gonna feel defeated when I outdo you. That's why. But hey, like I said, people have already paid that price. If you guys don't want to pay it, don't pay it. If you guys want to reduce it, if you don't want to spend $1,000 and you want to spend $300, contact me, book a consultation. We can talk. You don't have to book the whole weekend. I'm flexible on that. But the rates, yeah. Either way it goes, though. 1 day, a total chick tour, gorgeous points, ladies contact in the city. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yes, it is. He said it should be free. No, no, it shouldn't be free because I have stuff to do myself. I got stuff to do. I can't meet up with everybody for free. I tried that already. I tried getting interviewed for free, hanging out with everybody, and I'd love to hang out with everybody. But if you, the thing is, I'm not saying if Austin sees you out at a bar that I'm gonna be like, oh no, don't talk to me. You didn't pay me for the to hang out with me for the day. No, I could talk to you, But if you want like dedicated, like how Jason and I are hanging out, if you want that, then yes, you're gonna have to pay for that. I, no, it shouldn't be free. I think a more cost-effective meet and greet in Medellin would be good. That would be great. What's my contact info? Hit me at Austin Holloman at Gmail, or you could book a consultation if you want to secure a time. And the meetup consultation is only $20 because it's only we only talk about this. We're not gonna be. I'm not gonna answer no other questions about outside of this, but it's only $20. $20 for that. And I've done plenty of people are inquiring about it. And somebody gonna say $1,000 is a whole Shadowhawk said $1,000 a whole month's rent in a pimp apartment in Bolivia. Yes. And there's the thing, there's some dudes that have that $1,000 and they still don't know how to talk to women. They still don't know how to approach. There's some dudes that's yeah, I'm gonna get my passport, I'm gonna do this. They still don't know how to interact with women. That's what we're gonna learn. But a meet and greet would be good in Medellin. I have post traumatic stress disorder from setting up parties because of my 16th birthday I set up a party and people showed up, but not enough people. I think we probably had like 30 people that came. And for it just it wasn't. So I was like, oh, I never throw a party again. I never threw a party again. But I guess maybe it'd be different now. Uh, he says, don't forget Zoom to Thailand charging like 5 grand for his travel event thing. And me and Zoom are not that far off from a subscriber count. I think he's at like 115 or 120. 30 people was decent. 30 people was decent. That it was if you seen it, it was decent. Thank you so much, Master Falcon. He says 1K is nothing. Meeting Austin is game plus self-advertisement opportunity networking. The networking and the self-advertisement opportunity are the biggest parts. More important, that's bigger than the women, if you ask me. Thank you for seeing that. I'll be in Colombia at least 3 weeks. But yeah, y'all can pull up on me. Uh, y'all can pull up because ain't nobody outdoing me. The game is the same to a certain degree. Now, I don't like to use the word same. I don't like to use the word same because the same means like I'm a very literal guy. So if you say, "Oh, the game is the same," what goes through my head is exactly what you said. Like if I go from Brazil to Dallas, my dating experience ain't gonna be no different at all. Like I literally mean the fucking same. It's not the same. There are just some basic things that you cannot get around, which is finances, hygiene, appearance, charisma, and boldness. If you cannot master those, you will lose worldwide. If you cannot flirt, you will be paying for play the rest of your damn life. I guarantee you that. That's why I said y'all not fucking with me. Women are similar worldwide, but they're not the same. So when Andrew Tate said that, yeah, I don't agree with it being the same, but I know what he's getting at, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Now, yeah, exactly. Let's see what they talking about on Instagram. Said I guarantee you Austin pounded at least 100 girls this year. Uh yeah. Okay, so this is where women are the same. Usually most places worldwide you're gonna pay for meals. I shouldn't even have to tell you that. Especially these places I've been going to that's like second and third world countries, you're gonna pay. Like the whole 50-50 feminism bullshit, like that shit's not happening. Even in places where feminism was big, like Brazil, you're still paying for the date. You're still paying for the Uber. No matter if they had a fem, like that's why we say there's different waves of feminism. It's not the same. Now this cigar is starting to work. He said, I noticed no donations today. Shadow Hawk. That's fine. No, I got some donations on Cash App today. Yeah, you guys you're gonna have to pay no matter where you go in the world. But yeah, but I'm firm on that price. I've had too many people pay that price for me to second guess it. Now, if nobody was buying it, I would probably listen to what y'all were saying. Did you ever pay for a dating course prior to leaving the United States? No, I didn't need that. And you probably why didn't you need that? Because even though I complain about like they flake too much here in Dallas, this, that, and that, again, my personality did not fit the culture of being in Dallas. So to me, it was never even my interest to, let me buy a course. I don't want to have to learn how to, because to me, what was going on was bullshit. I don't want to have to learn how to put up a bullshit. Why would I buy a dating course for something I don't agree with? I don't like the way how this is. And it's not me like, don't hate the game. Like some people like, I shouldn't have to become financially stable for a woman. She should just like me how I am. No, that's bullshit. I'm talking about I shouldn't have to buy a course to learn how to put up with somebody disrespecting my time. I'm not good. That culture is not gonna work with me. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I'm not dealing with that. Fuck you. Told you my contact info is Austin Holloman at Gmail. And check this out. Paying for a date is not simping, it's just a man thing to do. And besides that, you you guys saying that, you pay for it either way you go. Check this out. If you call me and you say, "Hey Austin, uh hey, I want to meet you. Can we meet at this restaurant for lunch and we talk?" If you're inviting me out, I'm not gonna say it, but I'm expecting you to pay. You invited me out. The same way if I invite a homeboy, "Hey, let's go get lunch over here." How am I gonna tell my homeboy, pull some money out of your pocket and pay for this food, pay for your food that you didn't plan to eat because I want you to? It's the same thing with dating women. If you call a chick like, "Hey, I'm interested in you. I want to take you out to eat so we can get to know each other." She's not gonna she's not gonna be expecting to pay. You're asking to see her. You invited her. What the hell? Y'all know pay for plays when you're directly paying for pussy. That's what we're talking about. if you want to have your way with people, same thing like when a woman invites me out. Like I had some Kenyan chick that lives in the States, and she was like, "Hey, how are you?" She DM'd me, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing good. I don't know who the hell this is." And she's like, "Oh, nothing. I'm just thinking about coming back to Kenya. I'm looking for somebody to go to the safari with." And I already knew what kind of game she was trying to run on me. So I said, "Oh, you're taking me to the safari?" She left me on red. Motherfucker, I hope you don't think you was just about to hit me up out of the blue and ask me to pay for your 200 two. You talking about a minimum $200? You just gonna ask me to pull out of my pocket? I wasn't even interested. You hit me up. I don't even fucking know you. Yeah, paying for a date is not the same as paying for prostitution. It's just not. Yeah, no. So all she was gonna do was go on the safari with me, not give me a kiss, not give me a hug, not let me fuck, not call me back, and I'd never hear from her again. Nope. I learned that the hard way many times in Dallas. Won't be happening to me again. That's why you guys need to learn how to at least get something in the States. At least learn how to get something. That way, whenever you go abroad, you'll have some sort of knowledge. Or if you still want to travel abroad with no knowledge, you can always buy my dating course when it comes out, and I'll tell you all. I got 1,000 stories. Oh, I got 1,000 stories, and I had most of my stories came from before I was 21. I done did a lot of shit. Do I have a travel guide for Pattaya? Yes, I meant to make it free, but my assistant put it on there for a price, so I need to go make it free because that's my way of incentivizing you guys, so you guys can see the information that's in the Pattaya travel guide to influence you guys to buy the other travel guides. Exactly, cash flow hustles. It's not about getting women; it's about the quality of women that you get. Folks get it twisted. Yes. So whenever I was complaining about being flaked on in Dallas, uh, it doesn't mean that like Austin Holloman was like just dry and not getting anything. Nobody even took sort of interest to him. No, that's not what it means. It just means now whenever I go to places like Brazil or Kenya, I feel the quality is better, not just physically, but because of everything. Like my time feels like it's being respected. Except for in Kenya, they don't show up on time for dates, but they usually make up for that when they get there. But I feel like I'm getting. It's not a one-way transaction. A lot of chicks in the states that you'll date, it usually feels like they're the only. Like I can count on one hand how many times as an adult, from 18 to 23, how many times I felt like I benefited both. Like we both had a beneficial relationship with each other dating. And relationship does not mean boyfriend or girlfriend. I'm just talking like relationship. What is your relation with Jason? Friend. What is your relation with Jason? Floyd. I mean, with Floyd, friend. what is your relation with this person, acquaintance? That's relationship. It does not always mean boyfriend or girlfriend. He said, Cap, the only quality women you got was in Africa. Bullshit. I had some good quality women. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. I said the quality of women I got abroad, like places like Brazil and Kenya. Like, what are you talking about? The women I got in those places were better quality. Somebody said if you get in the gym and stay healthy, that's all you need. Try it. Try it. It's plenty of dudes that are ripped in the gym, six pack. You can see every blood vein in their body. They look good. They're in shape. You would look at them and be like, man, I know women are just stopping. And when I'm talking to these dudes, they about to put me to sleep with their boring ass conversation. So I know if they get in front of they ain't you ain't let me say this. It's some YouTubers out here that are very, very well in shape. And I've tried to listen to their live stream, and I'm like, I think this motherfucker lying about the women he be getting. You can't even please the general public. Just because you getting ripped and looking healthy, all that does is get you looked at. That means when women see, they're like, oh, that's not the end of the story. After there's a oh, the ball is in your court, and that don't mean that you're gonna be successful and make every shot just because you're ripped. That's why some fat dudes, very, very fat dudes, can outdo dudes that look like me because they might have more charisma. Because dudes think it's just like you can't just have one. You can't just make money and think that's gonna work. We've seen that fail many times. Dudes are going overseas thinking that money is all you need, and they're getting the same results. I've seen it. Many, many people are thinking this, and it's just not true. Then you have dudes that think, "Oh, I just get in shape." That's not it either. That's one thing. That's not it though. Then dudes are like, "Oh, I just need my mouthpiece." That's about 50%. That's only gonna last so long though. So it's a number of things you need, but it can all be accomplished and it's all realistic because y'all are listening to the coldest one right now. He said that chicken Ghana was quality. I'm glad you think that. Yeah, you got to have more than a mouthpiece, but a mouthpiece is important. So if you can have a mouthpiece and you can look good and you can be financially stable, you can be very unstoppable. But there's another point. You can't be thirsty. You can have a mouthpiece, and I'm telling you from experience, you can have a mouthpiece, you can have uh, the fitness on point, and you can be financially stable. But if you are thirsty, if you are thirsty, that'll cancel out all that shit. I'm telling you, because when I was in Dallas, it was such slim pickings. I started to get thirsty, and when I would text chicks, I had a thirst energy. So that's why I tell you, I'm giving you guys free game. That's why I tell you guys to go to a place where there are a lot of options. Go to a place where there are a lot of beautiful women because it will keep you in abundance. You cannot be, dudes love to say, oh, had an abundance mindset. You cannot have the abundance mindset if there ain't no fucking abundance. It's just not possible. You cannot be on some remote island and then the only there's 5 women on the island and there's 20 men and one of them rejection. You say it's okay, I'll just go to the next one. No, the fuck you not. It's not enough options for you to think like that. In that case, you do need to be scarce. He says just like who likes. So, but yeah, let me go back to what he's saying. So you need to move somewhere like Santiago or somewhere in Brazil or Kenya where there's a lot of options. So that way, whenever you do get rejected, you can literally think, oh, I'll just go to the next one. And literally, you can just go to the next one. Otherwise, if you're in a place where there's not a lot of options, you will be butthurt when you get rejected because you know that it's just like whenever somebody's doing a contest and they do it once a month and you don't win. Most likely, if you really want to be in that contest, you're not gonna be like, oh, okay, next time. You're thinking, oh shit, that's another 30 days I gotta wait. So you gonna be butthurt. But if they do the contest daily, if you don't make it today, you'll be like, okay, I'll just wait until tomorrow. But he said, just like who likes you. Overseas, they be choosing. Not everywhere. In Bolivia, they are not choosy. Like I can count on one hand how many times I've walked into a room and I saw choosing signals. It's not the same. In Santiago, I saw it. Paraguay, I saw it. Uruguay, I saw it. Not so much Buenos Aires, like a few times. Brazil, you see it in every city. That's just how they are. Kenya, you see it. That's how they are. So we got to be specific. That's why I'm going to different countries so I can know this stuff, so I can tell you. I got the DJI 3, the newest one. You got to get it. Now, the next question is Austin. Well, the next thing somebody said, Austin, no hate, but you don't have any game. You're opening line as we made eye contact, so let's exchange numbers. Again, that's because you're not fucking with me. That's because you're not fucking with me. I have enough. I know that I've built my physical appearance up and my conversation well enough to where I can open up with a line like that. Like, for example, I told you guys when I was at the mall recently in Paraguay, I seen a chick way on the other side of the mall. So I sped up to catch up to her and went into the Zara store. And my opening line was, hey, I saw you way over there. I had to come talk to you. Now, if you don't look good and you don't have any confidence in yourself, yes, you cannot say that. You're not fucking ready to say that. But me, goddamn it, I got the I got the pre-workout in my blood, muscles pumping. I'm on top of my shit. So I know that 9 times out of 10, if I go hit her with that line, it's gonna work. Because it does. It doesn't work every time because not everybody's interested in me. It's still a cold approach. Not everybody's interested in me. But my chances are a lot higher. GSP1, you're gonna let him talk to you like that. Thank you for the super chat from the Canadian noisy MacBook. And he's right. You shouldn't have to say much. It is about body. I weigh like 175. We got a $50 super chat from Malik Price. He says, "Can you go to Chincha Providence in Peru? It's considered the capital of Black Peruvian culture. There's a professional. I remember you brought this up. There's a professional boxer named Maru Mina that is for their that is for the capital of the region is Chinca Alta. Yes, I can go there when I get to Peru. Thank you very much for the super chat. Game is just being comfortable enough to talk to women. If you talk to enough of them, you're eventually going to meet a girl that likes you. Yes, and that's the part about code approaching. He said Austin can't go places that require big banks and chill. I can. I just don't want to give up my lifestyle. I want to. I can buy cigars the way I do because it's where I'm. These places I'm going to are about cheap. Now, Romania wasn't that cheap compared to these. It's cheap compared to the states, but it wasn't cheap compared to these other countries I've been to. I still was buying cigars, but they were also cheaper there. Got to know how to maneuver. Yeah, but I've gotten too many chicks with that opening line of "Hey, I saw you over there." That shit works all the time. But again, you have to be a guy worthy of catching somebody's attention. Women should be able to look at you and get wet for you to try to pull that off. That's why you need to be in the gym. That's why you need to get good clothes made. That's why you need to get a good haircut. That's why you need to whiten your teeth. That's why you need to quit walking around with food in your fucking teeth. That's an instant. No woman wants to kiss a dude with food. I don't even want to kiss a woman that has food in her damn teeth. That's why you need to get the earwax out of your ear. That's why you need to wash your hair on a consistent basis. That's why you need to use cologne. That's why you need to take a shower every day. That's why you need to keep your fingernails clipped and keep your nails clean. That's why you need to wash your face. If you do everything I just told you, when women look at you, they'll like you. Yeah, Austin wants to be able to smoke his cancer sticks. Yes, 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 I do. I'm 5'11. I'm not 5'6. Yeah, y'all need to carry some bubble gum. I'm gonna tell you, bubble gum boosts your confidence too. I don't know what it is, but I have way better game when I'm chewing on mint gum. I don't know if I think it's a mental thing, obviously, because when you're chewing, you're not sitting there with a straight face. And when I'm sitting there with a straight face, I can often think, I wonder how do I look to everybody. If I'm chewing on gum, it looks like I'm occupied doing something. He said Jason admitted he's 5'6". No, we the same height. We 5'11". I got a little more energy today because I did not go to the gym and I did not take pre-workout. But yeah, gum is true. Even if you look, uh, even if you look up, like we would take tests in high school, like the yearly test, they would tell us to chew on bubble gum because it helps you focus. Do women like guys who smoke? Guys who smoke cigars, yeah. Every time I smoke a cigar in public, I get hella choosing signals. It's just what comes with it. I'm not telling you guys to smoke cigars. I'm not telling you guys to smoke cigars because of women. You should smoke cigars because they you like how they make you feel. Don't this shit burns a hole in your pocket. Not that it's expensive, but it's a habit. Do not create bad habits for women. But I'm just telling you, if you do, women like it. 3, you're not. So I did some research because y'all keep bringing it up. I did research on cancer from cigars, and it they said it was like a 2% chance. What's too much work? It's I hope you're not talking about brushing your teeth and keeping your hair cut. But yeah, no, it's like a 2% chance. And I tell you guys, as long as you brush your teeth and use mouthwash, brush your gums, you are minimized. I had smoked like 500 cigars by the time I made it to Romania. And I asked the dentist, does he think that it had affected my mouth? And he's like, no. He said 3 in 10 days is good. What am I crying about? I'm crying because I've been spoiled. I've been spoiled by Brazil and the other South American countries where you walk up to people and they're just nice and you get hella choosing signals and there's beautiful women everywhere. So coming to a place like Bolivia where there's not as many there's beautiful women here, but there's not as many walking around. And when you walk up to people, they're not as friendly. So I'm having to go through a lot of shit to find the ones. More looks than more than looks with women know how to hack their mind. Yeah, we were talking about that, but we're gonna talk about that in my dating course. It's like this. Because he said when you've been spoiled and you go to a spot where they're not as cooperative, it hits different. It's the same feeling like when you go to the United States after leaving Brazil. You go from women that want to hold your hand in public, kiss you in public, asking you, have you ate today? And then you go back to the women that are like, you owe me something. I'm not holding your hand in public. And you like, man, that's even if you smash a couple of them, it's something to cry about because you like, damn. He said, yeah, I was smoking a cigar at a club in Sacramento and 3 different women came up to ask. Yes, I've had that happen too many times. I've had women approach me just because they said I was smoking a cigar and it made me look good. That don't mean I smoke a cigar every time I go out, but you better believe if I want to look like, okay, you know what, I want to look like something. I'm gonna take one with me. But I don't know if they like smoking a cigar. I'm pretty sure they like smoking cigars everywhere, but I don't know about it in Brazil because I wasn't smoking cigars back then. Yeah, I will get meta glasses. I don't know though. I know a dude I was hanging out with in Kenya, and he got a lot of women, even though he had braids. So I don't think that's a deterrent. Yeah, I picked up this habit whenever I was in Africa. But hold on, they said proven facts: U.S. women drink more than men. Uh, if that makes you uncomfortable, there's a lot of countries in the world that you should not go to. That is Thailand, that's Brazil, and that's Kenya. If you go to Kenya, the women drink just as much or a lot more than men. If you go to Brazil, they drink a lot. If you go to uh, Thailand, a lot of those women drink to the point where they're in the hospital. So if women drinking bothers you, yeah, and yeah, a lot of women in South America smoke cigarettes, not cigars, cigarettes. But places like Montevideo, Santiago, uh, Paraguay, Buenos Aires, I didn't see that as much. Again, that's why I'm doing the research so I can tell you guys that some guys made yeah, I have my name trademarked and it's that bad trademark. I hopped on that immediately. Uh some guys might book a consultation with me and be like, "Hey," they'll be like, "Hey, I want to travel to a country where women don't drink alcohol. I've traveled to so many places now, I can point you in the right directions." Now, if you guys would like for me to point you in the right direction directly, we can have a one-on-one chat. We can talk for an hour or however long you want. We can have a one-on-one chat. I'll tell you everything you need to know about wherever you want to go. I've been to 20 countries, about to be 21. I've been to around 40 cities around all four continents, even though there's seven. I've been to four continents throughout the world. And really, I've been to five continents. So if you want me to have a one-on-one chat with you and point you in the right directions on where you should go first for your first trip, or even if you've already traveled for your next trip, you can click the link tree link below and book a consultation with me. I've really been to these places. I've wrote books about these places. I've came up with over 1,200 YouTube videos about these places. I have the knowledge to point you in the right direction. So book at the link tree link and book your session now. Stop the video and book it now. And y'all need to stop watching adult videos. It'll change your life. What is your best-selling travel guide so far? I believe it's Nairobi. My best two selling travel guides are Nairobi and Salvador. Those sell. I can guarantee that I have a few of those sold every week. But I think it's Nairobi, and Nairobi is the most expensive one, and it is still people are still buying it. I give a lot. I give a lot of information in that Nairobi travel guide. Like I even tell you what places to go to, what day you should go there, who will be there, and even what type of attire, what type of vibe is it? What should you expect to wear when you go there? Like if I want to look at my Patreon, because I sell the travel guides on my Patreon too, for a discounted price since you're a Patreon member. Uh, my number one seller on Patreon is my Africa book. Number two is the Brazil book. Number three is the Bangkok, Thailand travel guide. Okay, so actually on Patreon it's not. Number four is Salvador, then Santiago, that book, then the Rio travel guide. I forgot about that one too, Rio, and then Nairobi, and then Buenos Aires, and then Dar es Salaam, and then it's horrible here, man. It's taking that long to load this page. Save up for Australia and New Zealand. We will be going to those for sure. Yeah, my internet is slow. It's ridiculous. That's another thing I don't like about Bolivia. The internet is not that great. So I couldn't see it being like a digital nomad hotspot with slow internet. So my best selling products on my store is the Brazil book, then the Nairobi, Kenya travel. So on my online store for my non-patron members, it's the Nairobi travel guide. Let me see. Okay, that's all it's showing me. It won't show me a list of the order on my store for some reason. What city had the fastest internet? I'm gonna have to go with It was the cities I've been to with the fastest internet was Nairobi, any city in Thailand, uh, Vietnam, not Cambodia. Their shit was horrible. Um, mm, you know what? Santiago, Salvador Bahia. I would even say Montevideo too, Uruguay. Hell, even Buenos Aires. A lot of these places have 5G internet, so I'm better off telling you which ones don't have the best internet. That would be Cambodia, the Philippines, but it wasn't uncommon for my phone to what you call it, for my phone to lose service in the middle of a phone call. No, Cambodia was the worst with the internet. I need to go buy a bag of rice. My watch has I was it has moisture in the face of it now, so I gotta go buy a bag of rice to get this shit out of there. Y'all could steal my line. Hey, we locked eyes. You don't know when to use it. You ain't the right guy to use it. Summarize the weather, food, transportation, and infrastructure in Bolivia. Uh, I'm gonna have to say the weather is great. It's been hot here recently, but it's not scorching hot like Paraguay. Paraguay is ridiculously hot. Like it's 105 degrees over here. Uh, the food is amazing. They have really, really good food here. Very good food. Uh, the transportation is great. They have Uber. They have another app called InDrive here where you can order a taxi and pay with cash. It's more reliable than Uber because you can go outside of the main parts of the city. The infrastructure is great as well, except the internet. I would say Austin doesn't give good information about a country, but it has good information on dating culture of a country. I think it's good information to know that if you come to Santa Cruz, people will walk right past you if you ask them how you're doing. Men love easy. Kevin Samuel said this, and when he first said this, I agreed. Let's be honest. Most men love easy women. Easy women do serve a purpose. It might not be the purpose of marrying you or you marrying them, but most men do like, especially young men. If that was the case, why don't y'all go to one of these super conservative countries in Central Asia and in the Middle East? Go over there and go convert to his go become a Muslim. Go there. Why do y'all want to go to Brazil? Why do y'all want to go to Kenya? Why do y'all want to go to these other places if you're not looking to have some, not, you don't want all the women to be slutty or easy to sleep with, but we do have a purpose. Let's not make, because if that's the case, again, go, all I gotta say is go to North Korea. Easy women are easy. That's why we call them easy women. What the hell? Now, if you're looking for a wife, go somewhere where it's not. Go deal with some difficult women. Go do that shit. I'm not in that stage right now. What about those days whenever, while you're so busy dating your difficult women and you just want sex today? You're not gonna get it from the difficult one. That's where the easy women have a purpose. They serve a purpose. Or you could just jack off. Who the hell wants to do that? And again, yes, just because a woman is easy for you does not mean she was easy for every. Even if your girlfriend, it may have been difficult, but it wasn't that easy for the other guys that she wasn't in. She wasn't that easy for everybody. Who are you talking about sucking a dick in the shower? See, I like going live when it's still daylight. I can sit here and talk. Whenever I go live and it's nighttime, I'm not trying to say shit else. Once the sun goes down, I go down. Yeah, I know my stream freezing. That's Bolivian internet. My internet drops all the time out here, even on my phone. I just love cigars. They smell like it smells like a something toasted. It just smells so great, especially when you get down to the short part. I would smell it, but it's too much smoke in my face. Yeah, the dogs have a tendency to bark the entire time I'm on live. Gavin Turner said it's time to get a Starlink. Send me 5 grand for the Starlink then. Let's look up how much that Starlink costs, y'all. Gavin said I need to get a Starlink. Another thing, I mean, I would have had to put this in my carry-on bag because it would be too much weight to add to my bags. So standard $600. The accessories like the pivot mount, which I'm assuming you need, this $60. Wall mount, we would say get all this. That's like another 150. We would need global. We probably want to do priority, so that's 250 a month. So $750 to start up, $250 a month would be a great investment. $832 in total. It would be a great investment. Drop a cash app if you guys want to see the Starlink. See, I'll look at the Starlink while I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. We are back. We are back and ready to attack. If you wonder what that song was called, it's called Seaside. Sorry. Soiree. Music is by Faded Aeon. Faded Aeon. The Cash App is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Let's get that Starlink going. You can smoke in any hotel room, not allowed. But the thing is, you have to have the windows open and you cannot do it 2 days before you leave. Like, I've got this shit down to science. You can literally smoke cigars because, and the thing is, cigars in don't leave, they don't stink up your room the way how a cigarette would. A cigarette will leave a smell in your room that would be damn near impossible to get out. Weed will do the same thing. You leave the windows open, you let your little air conditioner run on the fan mode or just let it run on cool air. And then you buy incense. You let it do that for like 8 hours. Then you buy incense and you burn the incense. When you burn the incense, you shut the windows and you turn all the air conditioning off. So that way it smokes up the room. But the difference is it will replace all that other smoke smell if there is any. I did this at my place in Kenya because I used to smoke in my apartment in Kenya. I smoked in there daily for 3 months. When they came in and they helped me clean out the apartment, there was no smoke smell. Yeah, I privated that live with Beta because it is entertaining, but it's not it wouldn't be good for new viewers to come to my channel and see all of the shit that's going on. So I decided to private that. Yes, Jason and I will go to more countries. We would be going to because he's going to Argentina next. We would be going there next as well, but I have to go to Colombia because I would love to go to Argentina and Santiago with Jason, but got some business to handle. Yeah, and B Dub has a lot of knowledge. He has a lot of knowledge that he could bring. But the smoke is funny, but I can't do it too many times. Hey, Austin, are you going to try other cities in Bolivia or smaller towns outside the major cities just to get a deal? So at the beginning of the live, I did talk about that. You must have came in a little late. Tomorrow, the day after, so Monday, the vlog that we did go into the small town will be up. We went to a small town called let me see what the name of that small town was. Because today we went. We went today. The small town was called El Torno. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, but I did. I probably do the same thing whenever I get to Colombia too. To Cali. But yes, somebody asked, do women douche overseas? Yes, they do. The whole pH being off, you really won't. I can count on. I think this entire time, out of 20 countries, I've only ran into two women who had a fishy or even worse smelling cat. The personal hygiene with women in outside the U.S. is completely different. And yes, most of them do want to shower. Even a chick you would bring home from the club, like a hookup, she still's gonna want to take a shower. I think I need to go higher on the fade in my back. Like I like the whole drop fade look, but I think I need to go more like up here. Like I need to cut. I need to make it a little higher, or not. I don't know what their issue is in the states, and we're not gonna say it's the diet. That's bullshit. Because those same foreign women, when they moved to the United States, like I had a Brazilian chick I was dealing with that I met in Brazil, and she moved to the United States, and she was living in the U.S. for like 2 months. So she had been eating American food, and her pH was not like it was not off like that. It's not every woman in the states has a bad pH, but it's just very common for their shit to be off. Like you're gonna see it more often than not. Anything to say about the migrant crisis? Are you talking about in the U.S. or are you talking about Venezuelans moving around South America and Africans moving around Africa? Because there's a lot of migrant crisis going on. But yeah, even if those chicks take a shower, their pH will still be off. It's not like men, right? Like if your dick stinks, you can just hop in the shower and wipe it with soap and water. A woman can't do that. Like it's not that it's not an easy fix for them. That's like it, like you anonymous said, it's like an infection. It's like an internal problem. And the only thing is, they whip it out on you like it's nothing. Like it's nothing wrong with it. And I'm like, yo, like you think I'm just gonna put up with this shit? No way. We just got a $5.15 cash app from Larry. Larry, thank you very much for the cash app for great stream. Thank you very much. The sun is starting to go down. But the migrant crisis, I've been watching it here and there. I've learned about how people from all over the world go to Ecuador and then they work their way up through the Panama, wherever that little jungle is that's uninhabited, the jungle that they go through in Panama. Then they go all the way up to Texas or Arizona or wherever from there. I've learned about that. I've seen a lot of propaganda With Biden by the border with his hand like this that says "Let him in." I seen it on Fox News. I thought that was pretty funny. But everybody that was against Greg Abbott, I said this before. Everybody that was against Greg Abbott all these years saying, "Oh, he's being racist, talking about migrants, this and that." Now those same people are switching their story. Even the politicians that were like, "Oh, he's being racist. He wants to keep them out." Now they're switching that. I don't think this is the issue either. I see women abroad do it too. I don't know what their issue is, but it's there. But hey, CNN reports what they want to report. Fox News want to report what they want to report. But yes, the Chinese are going to the border. They're in the Darien Gap. The Chinese, really, in my opinion, don't need to escape China. There's another issue behind that on why they want to go through illegally. I even seen CNN put up a report a few months ago about how the Chinese have like their own police stations where whenever some Chinese people escape and they get into America, they can go basically kidnap them. I don't know if you guys heard about that story. No, it's this. I don't sleep on this couch. It's a bed on the other side of this camera. This is the studio. So, um, you guys, we've been live for about 2 hours, 10 minutes. I would love to stay on live with you guys. I'm getting my Tinder. Jason has helped me get my Tinder and my Bumble right. So I've been getting a lot more hits on the apps. Austin, can you make an in-depth video on formal, semi-formal, and casual attire that you would recommend every man have in their wardrobe? I've been meaning to make a video about that. My tailor, NC Nairobi, and Nairobi is actually gonna at the end of this month. He said we had talked about this about 2 months ago. At the end of this month, he's actually going to send me some clothes to sell to you guys on my website. And it'll be a start. Just like I did the digital nomad starter kit, we will have a men's attire starter kit that you guys will be able to say, "Hey, I could wear this to a club." Let me tell you a secret like this. If you want an outfit that you can wear to damn near any occasion and not be overdressed or underdressed, You literally can have some Chelsea boots or some lace up leather dress shoes and some jeans and a t-shirt. That is my go-to outfit to a club, to a restaurant, to a date, to a meeting. I can wear that anywhere. The t-shirt makes it casual, the jeans are casual, but the dress shoes make the entire outfit look smart. I do have an online store. And no, I do not use Tinder, but Jason is getting so much action on Tinder. I'm like, man, there's got to be something I'm doing wrong. And he's telling me it's the way how my photos are made on there, like the way. So I'm gonna show you guys my Tinder right now. And it's not, no, it's not a white thing. It's not a white thing, black thing. It's not that bullshit. But let me see. Hold on. Thank you for the super chat. But yeah, it is a photo issue. Uh, and I have photos on Instagram good enough to get whoever I want off of Instagram. I have no problem getting women off Instagram. But like my Tinder, I could run a boost and I just get a bunch of ugly chicks, fat chicks, and maybe here and there some good looking chicks, but they don't respond. So I'm like, there's no fucking way. Because let's be honest, I'm probably one of the most handsome men y'all have ever seen. Uh, this is in Bolivia. She was better off putting this photo as her first one as opposed to this one. I don't know why she put that one first. Uh, Now that looks good. Now, uh, fuck, it wasn't even showing y'all. So my profile photo, not this one. This is my first one. So he told me that it needs to be spot on where it fills in the entire. I stole that at the bottom. I stole that line from a fitting privilege because my was working. Like, I got to steal somebody else's. And I stole his line. I don't think it helped too much. And maybe it helped a little bit. That's the first one. B Dub does not look better. B Dub, no, he don't look better than me. That's the second one. Your boy in the pool. Those were not swimming trunks. That's why they look like a hot air balloon. And the third one, that's when I was in Africa. This is my first photo, and I still was from the attractive women on Tinder. I think I'm gonna end up that one out. That one's all right. I think I'm gonna end up throwing that one out. Throwing that one out. That one's good. This is the jeans and the Chelsea boots and the t-shirt I was talking but I'm gonna throw that out because my head is off. And that one is just like, I don't know. I feel like I look like a dad on that one. I don't like showing my Tinder. I will show you guys my Tinder whenever it starts working. Because right now it's not. I only want to show you guys shit that works, and it's still not working. But I think I need 3 or 4 more photos that are like that first one that I had. Don't ask me any dumbass questions in the chat. I just seen a dumb question. He said, "Don't upload any tattoo photos." What you mean? Don't post any pictures that I have with my tattoo showing? I strongly disagree. But Jason on his Tinder, he's matching with like the baddest chicks in every city we go to. Like when he would show me some chicks that he met on Tinder, I was like, damn, she don't even look like she would be on Tinder, but he would show me that they was on Tinder. He said you need more jungle adventurous type photos. I have those. I took one today actually. Like, hold on, let me pull it up. Like we went to the little bridge I was telling you guys about. I see the thing is I have a lot of photos of me doing adventurous shit, but I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit got me nowhere. Like no change in results. It was still bullshit. It's not because he's white. It's not that. We're not gonna start that bullshit. Because I know some black dudes. Like it was a dude in Kenya that I got with a lot. I interviewed him, and he when we were in Kenya, he would be meeting some bad Kenyan chicks on Tinder, and I'm like, damn, why am I not seeing? Why are these chicks not swiping on me? Now in real life, they when I go to the mall, they swipe on me. When I go to the club, they would swipe. When I was doing anything, they would swipe on me. But he was so it's not a black and white thing because he was getting it. Whenever I was in Kenya, my shit was like trash. Like I'm getting the typical like the Kenyan chicks that was popping up on Larry sent $2 for I'm still banned on your stream. I checked my ban list. I didn't see you on there last time you said that. I checked it. Uh no, in my profile, my Bumble and my Tinder are both verified. He said post pictures with a shirt on. The troubleshooting advice y'all are giving don't that's not no. But I took like this picture at the little bridge we were at. So somebody with common sense would know that this is some shit you had to go walk to do. And if there's a Bolivian chick that sees that, most likely she would know exactly where this is at. Which that usually works. Usually, if you show uh, that you're like a landmark in that country, they're more likely to like, oh, he's not just some guy that set his location for Santa Cruz. He's actually here. Look, he was here. He must actually be here. Uh, Unfortunately, as many dudes say that, oh, these photos work, those photos did not work for me. Now, what works on my Instagram, if we want to go to my, let's pull up my Instagram. So, right here, if we go to my Instagram, what do you mean the photo wasn't taken properly? So, if we go to my Instagram, like these photos got the most likes, so I pinned them to the top. 65 comments, 104, 46. Yeah, it got a good amount of likes. But for my Instagram, what does work, uh, of course, is photos of yourself. But shit like this, me having a woman. So whenever I posted this chick feeding me this bread at the dinner table, I had dozens of chicks in my DM. Dozens. This 6,795, that works. Not so much this one, but yeah. This photo really works because you can't tell who I'm with, but it looks like the women I'm with are having a good time. This doesn't really mean shit. This was a commercial. And you know, when you look sexy like that, that always works. This makes it look like, oh, he's not a weirdo. He has a lot of friends. Look at him. You know, women think like that. Because for some reason, if you only have photos of yourself, they think that you're like some loner, which is silly to think. They can't say that, oh, because you know, some dudes like show you traveling around the world. I got that down. I got a YouTube about traveling. This is in Buenos Aires. This is in Tanzania. This is in Bolivia. This is in Bolivia. Chile, Paraguay, Nairobi, Paraguay, Chile, Thailand, Kenya, Argentina. Like, they're not fucking with me on that. Oh, he doesn't look like he's having a good time. Bullshit. I'm climbing through mountains and shit. I'm in the local area doing this shit. Uh, Me and Troy are at this little outdoor event. Friends and shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Beaches with, but you know, it just still it looks good to other women. It looks good on the Instagram profile. Now, Crystal, somebody else dealing with it, but you know, this looks good. Even though I don't fuck with her anymore, we still keeping that up. Gotta have some social proof. I'm playing with cheetahs and shit. Homeboys and shit. Horses and shit. White hat. Suited and booted. Troy and I at another event. So it looks like I have a good social life looking at my it looks like I have a pretty active life. Where am I in a suit? Here. Here. It's another one I just clicked on. Here. Here. And my Instagram wasn't too on point down here, but it started to get better when I got to Africa. You know, Crystal looking like she having a good time. She was really having a good time right here. Then they're like, "Oh, is this guy important? Look, he's on a podcast and real camera crew and all that shit." With O'Shea, that's a big name. So my Instagram is foolproof. Like I've gotten too many chicks off Instagram. I put those same photos on Tinder, and that shit does not work. So I got to figure out what is no, I'm not no, I'm just telling dudes like my photos my photos are doing good on Instagram. But on Tinder, it's not working. But I'm working on it. And maybe in about a month or so. Well, see, somebody said less is more on Tinder. You can't be showing all your cards. What cards am I showing? I got a picture of me. Uh, I mean, they really don't. It ain't too much being shown. I have Tinder, so let's plug. Look at that one right there. Okay, hold on. Let me plug back in my phone. So I'm telling you guys, my Tinder doesn't work. Hold on, let me switch this. Y'all see, I look like a nigga in jail. So yeah, my my Tinder profile is complete, Gavin. We're gonna go through my Tinder again. Hold on, let me hook it up. Hold on. So here we go. Let me plug it up to StreamYard. Here. First of all, we got to swipe right on her based off looking at this photo. Yeah, she all right. She look good. She got she can get a swipe. Let's see who likes me. This is what I get. This is what likes me on Tinder. So anyway, my Tinder profile says 100% complete. As you can see, the next level up is Tinder Platinum. So I'm paying for Tinder, which I feel like I'm wasting my goddamn money. I'm paying for Tinder. The profile is 100% complete. Um, yeah, I don't know. But there's something that is not being done properly. Somebody said Tinder works good in us. How much is platinum? Platinum is too much. For Tinder to not be any real results, I'm not interested in platinum. So yeah, but I'm working on it. This is why I said y'all are not fucking with me when it comes to approaching women, because ideally I don't have the like realistically, I Tinder and Bumble is not necessarily an option for me right now. So in the meantime, while I'm figuring this out, I have to meet women in person. I have to. Like that's my only option. My Bumble is the same thing. My Bumble's not complete, but I mean, obviously it being complete doesn't make a difference because Tinder is complete. Now, Gavin says between real life and Instagram, you're cleaning up. Tinder and Bumble suck anyway. Yes, I would agree. It is the benefit is that the benefit is that I am forced to improve on my in-person game, which is fine. You know, it's better to meet women in person because I know exactly what I'm dealing with. And I get to put because you know women will disqualify you online like it ain't shit. Like they'll disqualify you for your damn for a button being undone on your shirt. But in person, if they saw you, they probably wouldn't disqualify you for that because you can actually talk to them. But let's be honest, it is if I was able to get one date per week with a 8 off of Tinder, I would save a lot of time and a lot of money. Because in order for me to get women uh in person, I have to go out. When I get to Bolivia, because I know some like Jason, for example, before we came to Bolivia, a week before he set his Tinder on there just to get it ready. So when he got here, he hit the ground running with dates. He already had chicks waiting on him. I did not. So what did I had? I had to go out and hunt. I had to go out and literally like go to. Let me see if I go over here. Let's see if I go over there. You know what I mean? That's what I had to do. He said you still pay with Tinder. Look, how much is Tinder? Somebody said in Tinder, if you convert it to like South America, it's only $12 a month. Correct. So for $12, even if it's $30 a month, if it's $30 a month, I'm gonna spend $30 a day going to clubs, riding around in the Ubers, going to different malls, buying food while I'm out. While other people that Tinder works can literally just sit and swipe for an hour and get some action. But I have to go out and find the action. So there's a pro and con to everything. The con of Tinder is they don't know these chicks before they meet them, so they could look a little different. Or you never know. If I meet a chick and the vibe is off, I know right there because I'm meeting them at the mall or I'm meeting them at the grocery store, wherever I'm at. That's the pro of cold approaching. But I don't know. What's crazy, like Jason, everybody I know has success on Tinder. Floyd has success. When I was hanging out with Fred, he had success. Jason has success. The guy, everybody I know has success. And Gavin, again, People, you're not the only one saying this. People are saying invest in Tinder Gold. I had Tinder Gold. There was no fucking difference. I mean, the features I had was different, but no better results. Jason does not have Tinder Gold. Platinum, from my understanding. Fit and Fearless does not have that. They are doing they even Fit and Fearless said only get Tinder Gold. And the thing about is somebody said, oh, it's who you're swiping on. I've seen Jason run a boost. I've seen a lot of people I know run a boost in a city before we got there. And then they'll have all these matches or likes. I run a boost. I've ran an hour-long boost and I did the swiping. I've done times where I did no swiping, and I've done times where I've done swiping in the city at the prime time that it tells you to. No results. I mean, I got some likes from fat, ugly chicks. And if I did get the cute one, they did not respond. So I don't know what it is. But I'm working on it. I'm going to master these photos. And if the photos don't work, fuck it. I'm not worried about it. I don't know why you guys are trying to tell me about swiping on random women. I never said I did that. I swipe on what I like. But I'm going to figure it out because he said, didn't you get banned on Tinder one time before? Even before I got, like, this is before I was a YouTuber. Even when I was in Dallas, and I used to be like envious, not in a hateful way, but I used to get like irritated and like just pissed because what's going on, Dan? Because I would be cutting my client's hair, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm about to go out with this chick after I get done with this haircut. Let me see what she looks like." Oh, damn, where'd you meet her at? On Bumble or on Tinder? And I'm like, bro, I never see these kind of chicks. It's not that, oh, Austin's swiping on ugly chicks, because I wouldn't do that. You guys have seen me do Tinder swipes. You guys have called in and said, hey, Austin, you have higher standards or whatever you said. So I don't know what the hell it is. Oh, Austin, you just got a new like. Look. Meanwhile, everybody else gets the better likes, but that's okay because luckily I can still win in person. Y'all's troubleshoots are not good. Ethan said you probably swiped on too many chicks. That's not a good hypothesis. That's not it. Somebody said get a whole new account. I had to. I got a whole new phone and a whole new account with a new phone number, and that shit is the same result. But yes, like we said, in person is better. Fuck the dating apps, yes. But let's be honest, dating apps are convenient. Dating apps are convenient. If you mean to tell me I can wake up in the morning and just swipe for 30 minutes and then I can have a date. I watched the video. I watched the video. And no, you got again, you guys, these troubleshoots that you guys are coming up with, I've already tried it. I've tried the no swipes with a boost. I've tried swiping right on people that I liked and swiping right on people that I didn't like. I've tried it. Where there was one place I think Tinder did give me a decent, like it was still a shit face result, but it was a decent, it was like, okay, this is all right. But it wasn't all right when I seen my peers, and I'm like, how the fuck are they getting better shit? How? Uh, I don't know. And no, stop trying to trouble. Just stop trying to troubleshoot it because this now y'all saying it's the sunglasses. It's not that, because my first profile picture was not always the sub. It was not that. It's not fucking sunglasses. It's not sunglasses. It's not the fuck. It's not sunglasses. It's not a reasonable troubleshoot. But I'll work on it. And whenever I figure it out, I will bring these conclusions and results to you guys. But just know Tinder worldwide, in the States, in Kenya, Asia, all over Africa. And none of that shit worked. And it's not, I'm telling you, it's not a shadow ban because I made a brand new Tinder. Before I got banned on Tinder, um, before I got banned on Tinder, it did not work. I got banned on Tinder, got a new phone. I signed up with a new email address and a new Apple. I downloaded off a new Apple uh, account with a new phone number, and I even put a fake name because I didn't even want to tie it to my real name because I didn't want them to ban me again. And a new phone number, like I said. Same results. Since then, my Tinder has gotten even better. Not my Tinder. My photos have gotten even better. So I don't know. But it's not shadow ban because it's not just Tinder. Bumble is the same way. But I'm going to figure it out. But we've been live for about 2 hours and 45 minutes, just about. He said, Austin, they tracked your IP address. I thought an IP address was at a location. You know how many different locations I've been to? That I when I got banned on Tinder, that was 17 countries ago. Y'all's troubleshooting game has this troll shit got to stop. Y'all's troubleshooting game has to improve. Facial recognition. You know, Jason got banned on Tinder. He's not having this issue. It's something else. This troll shit has got to stop. But you guys, yes, the Bolivian fans that I had in Bolivia, they will be in the vlog. If you guys want to learn about traveling, or maybe you already know where you want to go, but you want more information about a specific location, and I've already been there. More than likely, I've already been there if you guys want to go, because you guys want to go to the same 5 countries. I've been to 5 times 4. I've been to 20 countries now. I have a lot of valuable information I could tell you one on one. We can book for 30 minutes, we could book for an hour, or you can meet me in person. Or if you don't want to mess with me at all, you don't want to talk on the phone, and you don't want to see me in person, I even have another option for you called the travel guide. Click the link, tree link, that I'm about to put in the chat. You click this link, you go to theaustinholloman.com, or you can go to the link tree link and you will see uh, a schedule a consultation. You can schedule a consultation there, or you can go to theaustinholloman.com and you can buy a travel guide, and you can find all the information that you need to know about traveling to any of these places. That's it. I just want you guys to help me improve the product by getting the product. If you get the product, I can improve the product and I can help you guys. I can't help you guys with the dating app right now, but when I figure that out, I will help you with that as well. I'm about to go. The Cash App is $Austin Holloman. I love you guys. I will see you guys next time. Somebody asked when I will be back in the United States.